Hello, Janice.
Hi.
Leslie. Hello.
Could you hear me, Janice? Can you hear me? All right? Can you
Can you
Janice?
hear me? Hello.
Hello. I had to start my video and my sound, and I'm probably going to turn it off because both off and listen and answer questions. Turn it on when you have a question for me because, as usual, I'm just getting my dinner ready.
No worries. I'm gonna pull up some documents. I had a little difficulty signing on with my other computer.
Ah,
When,
My real computer is out for repairs, so I'm on my phone at that.
okay.
ah.
Janice, hi.
Hi.
Can hardly hear you. Can you
Oh,
hear me?
yes, I can hear you. I'll try
Okay.
to
I can
turn.
hardly hear her either.
Okay, I'll
Yep.
turn my volume up. Is that better?
Hello.
That's much better
Oh, okay. Good.
for me anyway. I don't know about for Henry.
Yep. Well, let's see. Try again. Yeah.
Hello, hello.
Yeah.
That's
Still,
that's low.
it's very low there, Janice.
Okay, I don't know what I'm doing differently.
When
Hello,
you sign
Mateo.
in,
I have my volume at full level now.
you're audible. We'll
Okay.
put our hearing ears on. Did we lose Henry?
Nope.
Oh, there you are.
Yep.
You, yeah. I'm not used to the phone. About to peel my eggs.
Hello.
You're very quiet too. They told me my volume was way low and yours was quiet too.
Yeah.
Mine is.
Yeah. Mateo. Yeah. Hardly hear you.
When Janice was explaining to Mateo, she was full volume
Oh, good.
for
Me?
me.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Better.
There you go. Better. It's better.
Technology is making our lives so much easier.
Yes. It's just that. So Karen is joining us.
Good.
Yeah. Well, we'll see how that works out with her phone. Don't see her yet.
Mm-hmm. So you were able to reach her today?
Yeah, actually, it was very hard to reach her.
Mm.
Turns out I had the wrong number,
Oh,
and yeah, so I went down to the place there, the
oh,
arbors.
oh, that's good.
Yeah, no, she was excited. She was excited to see me.
Yeah,
That was quite a hey,
a
Bert.
surprise, right?
Hello.
Hi, Bert.
Hello.
Okay. Ah, I feel that breeze, finally. Scorcher today.
Yeah.
My. Well, I think we're going to get started.
Okay.
She called me about half an hour ago, and she said she was going to call in, so I
Okay.
expect her to show up here. But we're going on 8 minutes past 7, so what do you think? Should we get started here?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
So no public comment. I'm surprised to see nobody else here. Uh, shall we? Let's get one bit of business out of the way. Just I know. We need a regular note taker here.
Mhm.
I could do it, but it's just hard to do on the fly as I manage the meeting.
Are you talking?
Sorry.
Can you hear me?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. Sorry about that.
No, I was just saying we do need a regular note taker, so we have this thing down. We could also try a rotating one, but that's always a problem because then nobody knows when it's their turn. Um, any volunteer at this point?
Well, if no one else volunteers, I'll do it.
Hey, Janice, thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. It's least I can do, Henry. You're doing the chair and leading the meeting, so I'm
Okay.
glad you're doing that.
All right, so let's move then to the meetings themselves. It's been a rather scrambled affair, and I think I figured out what's happened. So
What?
let's do a bit of history. There, the town expects us to submit meeting minutes for every meeting that we post. So we're negligent on a number of them, and so I want to review the ones that are actually go up here. I want to review the ones that we're supposed to be submitting. The ones I gave you are the ones that are missing. So we can approve those tonight. There's an additional set of meetings, one meeting, January 10th, we met. And I've gone back and actually looked at took notes on it and from the recording. And so I'll just submit that. I've got the notes. It wasn't a long meeting. So there's that one.
Good.
September 26th, we had a joint meeting with the select board. And only 3 of us were present. Janice, myself, and Miriam. So I'm going to just tell them that meeting was canceled. We didn't have a quorum for that meeting.
Okay.
Is this a appropriate thing to do you think?
I think so. I would say, talk to the town clerk, right? I mean,
Okay, I will double check with her.
Leslie,
Otherwise,
you
I
had a
would-
comment?
Yeah, well, I was just gonna, yours is the very best comment, but she may ask for just a record of who was there and what was said, because you weren't a quorum, so you didn't have a meeting, and hopefully you didn't, just make sure that you didn't deliberate amongst yourselves and make a decision. But as long as you're just reporting to the select board, I think she should say, no, you don't need it.
that's
Mhm.
right.
Because, yeah,
Yeah,
that
the only
would be my
person,
call.
it was basically Miriam talking about the guide board.
Exactly. That's like a report of the commission had decided the meeting before what they were going to be telling the board and you went and told them,
That's right.
a
That was it.
non-quorum
Any-
group, but you didn't deliberate and make decisions on the floor.
No, nobody, in fact, nobody spoke at that meeting except Miriam.
There you go.
Okay. So once we've done this, then we are up to date. Once we approve the ones tonight and the one from January 10th, we're up to date.
But we need Karen for some of these, right?
Well, no, as it turns out, we can approve meetings
Yeah.
without having been present. This is news
Oh.
to me, but apparently this is feasible. I ran it by Grace.
Hmm.
No problem.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah, we were under an assumption that it was a problem, but not so.
oh, okay.
Yep. So, shall we turn to the meetings? And let's see. See if I can share them. Hmm.
Are you keeping an eye out for Karen calling in
I
or
am.
something too?
I am.
Okay,
I'm
good.
watching. I've
Thanks.
got the thing there. She hasn't shown yet.
Okay.
Let me just find that again. 1 second. Okay.
We probably all have copies of the minutes, so you don't have to put it
Well,
up on the
no,
screen.
normally I would be able to share them. I don't, it's weird. It's not showing up on my screen.
Mhm.
I have a copy too, Henry, and I read them. So
That's
Yeah.
strange. Okay. Wait. There's always something going on here. That is very strange. Oh. Okay. I think this is it. There we go. Ah. Oh, we have a guest. It's Mary Lou Conca.
Ah, good.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's just see if there's any sign of Karen. Anyway, can you all see that?
Yep.
Okay, we've seen this before. In fact, we talked about this before and we just didn't approve it because we thought we didn't have a quorum.
Mhm.
And Miriam was present, of course, and Karen. Why don't I give Karen a call? She may be having trouble. Just 1 second.
Okay.
Can you all hear me okay?
yes,
Okay.
Yep. Oh, no answer. Oh, Bill. Yeah, I was wondering if Karen was there. Oh, but she just called me from this number, I think. Oh yeah, oh my God, okay, let's see. Statements. Oh. Oh, Bill, sorry, again, I got you instead of Karen. Yeah. What is it again? Yeah. Got it. Thank you. Hello, Karen. Yeah. It didn't work out for you? Yeah. Uh, well, that is the number. Yeah. Oh, well, sure. We can have you, I guess, as a guest. Can you all hear Karen?
Yep.
Yes,
Okay. Yeah. Okay. So we're reviewing minutes for 10/25/23.
I read that one.
Okay. So anybody want to make a motion here to approve these minutes?
I move to approve the minutes.
Second, who seconds?
seconds.
That's Bert. Let's go around then. Okay. Janice Stone,
I wasn't there, but okay. Yeah, I.
Bert Fernandez.
I wasn't there either.
You can always abstain, I suppose. Mateo Pangalo.
I was there. Aye.
There you go. And Karen Zavonka. You were.
Yay.
Thank you. Okay. That one's done. Okay.
What about you, Henry?
Geddes. Hi.
Okay. Good.
Okay. Can you see the minutes there? A different date, 11/13/23.
Yep.
Yes.
All right. Have you all had a chance to look at this?
Yes,
Excellent. Any additions or changes to these minutes?
Nope. Nope.
Yeah, this is okay. So I suppose I can move to approve these minutes. Do we hear a second?
second.
All right, Bert, going around. Zavonka,
I
Geddes, I. Fernandez,
I
Pangalo,
Aye.
Stone.
Aye.
I think that's everyone.
Good.
Minutes approved. And we come to March 13th of this year.
I'll vote aye.
Oh, wait. We just want to make
You
sure,
haven't read it?
we want to make sure everybody's on board with it. Any changes, additions to these minutes?
Nope.
Okay,
I'm good.
he's good. Going once, going twice. Okay, excellent. Do I hear a motion?
You got it.
Okay, Bert Fernandez moves. Second, who seconds?
I second.
All right. Let's go around then. Zervanka.
Yes,
Yeah,
aye.
okay. You weren't there, but you can vote.
Yep,
Okay. Uh, Fernandez,
Aye.
Geddes, I, Pangalo.
Aye.
Stone.
Aye.
We've approved those minutes then.
Woo, finally, huh?
Beautiful. Thank you all. So next time I will have the minutes for January 10th, and that will bring us up to date as far as any past minutes.
Great.
Okay. Let's see. All right. So. The next item on the agenda. Guide board and gazebo. Let's take them one at a time. Any update on the guide boards?
So I reached out to Peter and Christine at the Williamstown Art Conservation Center on May 5th about
Oh.
just where things stand and what the potential anticipated timeline is for the return of the guide board. They responded on May 15th, saying that they are sort of still making their way through the paint removal process. So they can't give a precise assessment of the structure or the cupola structure in particular. But their sense of it was that the earliest possible return would be in late fall or early winter of this year, but it is much more likely to be at some point in 2025.
Okay.
And that's the extent of the information I have from them. I did tell them, Bert, about our desire to sort of time the return for when we can have the gazebo structure in place.
Yes.
So they know that, obviously 2025 would probably be preferable on our end for that reason. But I am going to continue to ask them. They said that we can just let them know whenever we want an update. So I will continue to check in with them before we meet for updates.
Good. Thank you.
As far as the the gazebo is concerned, I sent emails to to those of you whose email I have. I don't know if you saw them, but we have
We could share those if you want. I can give you sharing rights.
actually
No, just a suggestion.
yeah, I'm not sure that we need to.
Gotcha.
You can review them later. I mean, we have time, but there is I got an estimate from Hampshire after getting plans from Duran, the architect, and after going over it with Ross and Glenn, who are the people who are going to be helping out, and we made a list of materials that we would need, and then I got an estimate from Hampshire Lumber, and it would come up to about $4,800
Okay.
in materials, and Of course, the labor would be free. And I mean, I was wondering if there's any way that we can get this going this summer, because I have the the people in place ready to do it,
Mm.
and the materials usually just go up in price. So if there was any way that we could get that money sooner than we could have the gazebo in place by the fall.
So if we were, I know we had talked about doing another CPA grant for this. And, you know, the CPA sets its own schedule. So there's no reason under statute that the committee can't meet to consider a grant request outside of the grant season. The problem is the committee itself doesn't grant the money. It has to go to town meeting. So there would have to be a special town meeting, which I think is more likely to happen in January. Usually, I think that's when it happens, in the middle of winter. So the odds of it happening before this fall would be, you know, negligible, I would imagine. And CPA funds can't be granted, you know, retroactively or as a reimbursement.
Yeah.
So if we wanted to turn to CPA money for this, which I do think is a good idea to do, and as I said before, I'm more than happy to write that grant application. You know, we would have to wait until next year for it, which is not ideal, but that's, you know, that's when the schedule is.
Also,
ahead.
there is another grant through Massachusetts Historical Commission that we could apply for. There's no guarantee we get it, but there is that possibility. They do have funding, but that's for the next year's cycle.
Mm.
It's not going to happen anytime soon.
Well, do we have enough funds that we could do that? And then I think we were talking about going back to CPA for some of the restorations, for the next stage of restoration work for the guide board. Is that correct? I mean, so could we take 4,800 out of the funds that we have, or how are we doing on that?
We still would, I guess we still would have to, I mean, the finishing the restoration of the cupola is going to be funded through CPA anyway, right?
Well, we'll
Yeah.
apply and hopefully get it.
I mean, that was the hope.
Yeah.
So it would mean utilizing our funds and not without a chance to recover them. I mean, we still have to go through just another update. I think, Janice, you contacted Steve from the highway department, and he got back to me, and he said that he doesn't have any problem with it. The chief of police never responded. But we have to, I would have to get this, I mean, first approved by us,
Mm-hmm.
then approved by the select board, and then run it by the buildings committee, because they are in charge of maintaining buildings in town, so they kind of
Okay.
want to have a say in it, you know, about how much maintenance it's going to require, that kind of thing.
Mm-hmm. So it's going to take a little bit to get through the process anyway.
You can.
But it might be nice, like you're saying, while we've got the help, which would be a lot to have to pay for otherwise. So that's certainly a savings in that way if we can get the people who are ready to help, and like I said, prices go up on everything. I
Yeah.
don't know. It doesn't seem like a bad deal to get that set up so that it's ready, you know, when the guide board is.
Could Henry call the town accountant and make sure I don't really understand if all the funds in that special account that gets fed through the fundraising by the commission, was that drained to the very end?
Yeah, I'd have to check. I'd have to
Yeah.
check and see what's in that account. We've been questioned, by the select board, about depleting that account. Because it takes a while to accumulate. But,
But you do have control of it. And in
Oh,
fact,
yeah.
if you explained the immediacy of the need, and if the accountant said, Janice, I don't think you can go ahead and use funds in anticipation that a grant will be
Oh, no,
approved at town meeting.
right.
But I don't know as well as others. It seems to me you could even vote tonight if the funds are in that special account. It's under your control. Henry goes to the accountant and says, how much has been designated for the other projects and how much is left? I don't know that you have 4,000 left. I haven't been following your budgets, but
Mhm.
if it's there, it's just a matter of your commission voting to approve it, I think.
Well, let's
I will
let's
check
find
that.
out what we've got and then maybe vote the next time if we know we've got enough. Now, when you say that this is the fundraising account, is that the money that the Friends group?
No, the
Yeah.
Friends is
Okay.
a separate entity. It
Yeah.
just so happens that your commission has this ability to raise funds because it was set up that way by Eleanor Schmidt.
And so
And-
you mean the Eleanor Schmidt money?
Yeah, it's more
Okay.
than hers from years ago. We did bake sales and everything.
Oh,
But
okay.
But it's, yeah, we've got you've got a Friends in place that's not active at the moment.
Yeah.
But there is that account, and Gail, our accountant, will know what you're talking about, Henry, and she can tell you if it's all, you should be able to tell you from your votes how much you were planning to use and how much Williamstown will need and how much you have left.
That would be good to know.
How much are we contributing towards Williamstown? I've lost track of it.
Of the historical commission's portion of the budget.
Yes. I think it was like
Give me a second, I gotta dig that up.
7,000 or 8,000, I believe.
And that's without the top, right?
So the structure is going to be pretty simple. The biggest expense is the ceiling, which is going to be tongue and groove. Douglas fir. And it should be low maintenance because it's going to be pretty much, I mean, just a stain on part of it that may have to be repeated every couple of years, maybe. And the only other thing that is decorative is the ship's knee, which are gonna match the ones at the library, just to match another building.
What is that? What's a ship's knee?
Each post
Yeah.
has like usually a triangular piece of wood connecting it to the ceiling.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, but this instead of being just a triangular simple piece of wood, it's just shaped in a kind of an S form. If you look at the ones at the library entrance, that's what they're like, and that's
Okay.
it's trying to match that. But
Oh, nice. Okay. Okay. It sounds like in the meantime, we could start the rest of the process of getting the approval from the select board, the building committee and stuff like that too.
yeah, I think we can. I mean, if we all agree on that, then
Doesn't need a building inspector, does it? Or does it?
I think we would need building permit.
Okay. Sometimes if it's below a certain size, you don't need one, right? But,
That's
Yeah.
not exactly correct.
oh,
And this
Okay.
will be much larger than
oh,
what,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
the doghouse, yeah, I don't think he's gonna do that. I thought it was 8 by 10, but no, you're supposed to get one even for an 8 by 10 shed, and this is certainly gonna be larger than an 8 by 10 shed.
oh, okay.
It'll be about 11 and by 11 or so.
Uh-huh, okay.
Mateo, you can mail that to me maybe at some point. We don't need to have it precisely now.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it because it
Yeah.
was in one of Miriam's emails, I think, because the records that I have are just the total amounts that the town paid to the
Right,
center. I
that's
don't
right.
have it broken out by which fund it came out of.
Yeah, it did come up in one of the meetings, and I think I'll go back and check the minutes. It should
So I
be.
found a statement from Miriam that was about let's see here. Trying to find a date. September 2023 update. Which has the breakdown of the estimated resources. 10,000 from a CPA grant, 1,000 from the Friends, 2,000 from community. I don't know what that means. And 10,500 from the Historical Commission. But I don't know that we spent that much on it. But I think that's just estimated in fall of 2023. I don't know what exactly we ended up committing to.
I think that 1,000, I know Miriam was thinking that there could be a fundraising effort, but it's not something you can count on until you get it.
That's a 2,000, I would guess, right? This is community,
Yeah, the community one, I thought he
Yep.
said 1,000, but
yeah. Okay,
Would that amount be in the application itself? Or was that negotiated afterward and changed maybe?
So I can actually, you know what? I can look at the CPA application.
That's
oh,
right.
that should be in there, right?
Yep.
Should be there, right? I mean, unless it changed somehow.
Well, I don't think it could have changed after we signed the grant agreement.
Mhm.
Let me put my CPA hat on. Grant agreements.
So Bert, you think that we should get this done sooner than later? And I think that seems to be the sentiment of the committee here.
At least to move forward with what we can, while we're working on the finances, just to get the approvals in place even.
Okay, so the CPA application requested 10,000 from CPA funds and 5,000 matching funds.
There you go.
It does not break down how much of that was from the Historical Commission and how much was from the Friends of the Historical Commission. Oh, wait. So it says 5,000 from the Historical Commission to be determined from the Friends.
Right. And we got 1,000, I believe, from the Friends, yes?
So that would have been, but so from our account, that would have been 5. I don't know what's in there now, but
Yeah. And that money hasn't been paid out yet. So it's still in the I guess it's yet to be paid out.
sounds like somebody needs to take whatever the total expense from Williamstown is, and they're saying there's a contract somewhere. And
Yep.
then tally up these to make sure they match before we go to try to fund the gazebo too.
Yep,
Yeah.
true.
I mean, we have that contract that was signed by the select board.
And the
but
amount,
it has the total amount of the project. It doesn't have,
Let's break it down.
which town accounts it's coming out of, because Williamstown
Right.
doesn't.
but we need to make sure that our different the different accounts that people are Historical Commission is depending upon adds up to the total that Williamstown is going to be asking for,
Right.
especially if some was supposed to be raised by community. I see 10,000, what I heard you read was 10,000 CPA, 10,500 Historical Commission. And maybe I misunderstood what you said. 1,000
that-
community and 1,000 friends, and that adds up to 27,500, and maybe that was the total?
No, so that amount, the 10,005 was what Miriam had estimated in September of 2023. The actual grant application to the CPA only said 5,000 from the Historical Commission.
Hmm.
So that, that makes a total of 15,000 between the CPA grant and the Historical Commission payment.
On a couple thousand elsewhere.
The payment to, wait a second. For the receipt form from the. So the quote that we got from Williamstown for option 2 was 17,312. So that's a difference of about $2,312. And I don't know what the Friends portion of that was.
I think it was 1,000. I was
Yeah.
on the commission. Gail
agree.
will have that for sure. The town accountant does have that amount.
Yeah.
So that
in
that
her
leaves,
spreadsheet.
yeah, the 1,312. I don't know where that's coming from, but that's the contract that was signed between the select board and the Art Conservation Center.
Yeah, that 1,000 number sounds right to me. And I will talk to Gail and see what's left, what we have.
I mean, I will say again that if I know that we want to get it done quickly, but if the board isn't coming back until next year, putting off the construction of the gazebo until after even a special town meeting to get the funding, the CPA funding. I mean, there's more than enough funding in the CPA account. There's $11,700 for historical, and then like another, gosh, I don't even know, almost 40,000 in the reserve.
Okay, here we go. Guys. I've just picked up the minutes for February of this year. And there's a breakdown. It says, let's see, yeah, $1,000 from the Friends of the Shutesbury Historical Commission. $1,000 earmarked for the Community Preservation Committee grant funds for the Shutesbury Historical Commission's project of painting the black and white guideboard on town common. Secondly, $1,500 to the Shutesbury Historical Commission directly, I guess, for the specific purpose of ongoing maintenance or repairs to the West Schoolhouse. Okay, so that's for the schoolhouse. So it's 1,000 for the guideboard.
Mhm.
Yep. That's it.
All right, so see what Gail can tell you for details.
Yeah, because those February minutes might be from when I was a friend when we disbanded the executive board that was in place,
Mhm.
and we were using funds still in our kitty, and Joan Hanson, who was the president and wasn't, I think she handled the funds, whether she was the treasurer. The first 1,000 may already have been committed by the Friends, that, and she wasn't counting it. It's possible there's 2,000 from Friends available for the guide board. So Gail will have the exact numbers. And it might take a week for her. She was at town hall today, so it might take a week before you can get it from her. But Gail's the accountant. She's the one who knows what's been voted and what's available.
Okay.
Okay, I will get back to you then. On it. Anything else on the guide board or gazebo?
What would be the next step for us? Do we need to approve it as a commission? The plan anyway, or do we? I mean,
I suppose.
If you voted that pending funds, availability of funds, I don't think it could hurt to have your plan in place, because there are so many steps and you hate to be a month waiting for your next meeting if people
Yeah.
could get started. But I think the wording would have to include pending funding.
So
I mean, if you, I sent you 3 or 4 documents today. If you want to have time to look those over, and then we can vote on it next time.
Okay, I didn't see those. Okay. Look at
yeah,
them.
I didn't get to see it, but I mean, as far as the we're I think we agree that we should be moving forward on this and pending the funding.
Mhm.
And maybe we could vote on that tonight.
Yeah.
No?
Do we have one plan that someone can share? So we have one on the screen or something?
Let me see if I can, which one would it be? Do you have those? By any chance? Yeah.
And maybe it would be contingent, not not pending, but contingent on the
on.
chairman confirming with the accountant that the funding is all accounted for. There's funds available for it all.
I have, I sent you 6 pieces of paper. One is the plan and, the goals, that kind of thing. The other one is the list of the materials that we need. The estimate from the lumber.
Hello.
Yeah, Karen. Yeah.
Yep.
What's going on?
With me?
I know. Did you have a question?
No.
Oh.
My medication is down.
Okay. Okay.
The other one is 3 pages of the detailed plans for the structure. So,
Yeah. Yeah. I'd like to look at it myself before we. Yeah. I mean, but you basically explained what it's about.
yeah. I mean,
And it's something that we need to do sooner than later, and that's the sentiment here. So, anybody object to voting on that proposition?
I mean, the negative part is that if there's no way to get the money now, then the negative things would be that I don't know what. I mean, the master carpenter that we have now as a volunteer, his health, I don't know what it's going to be like next year, for one thing, because he's got some issues. The other thing is we would have to store the signpost somewhere if it comes before this is ready, but that doesn't. Mateo, you didn't think that would be a big issue, right? big problem?
Storing it?
No, so the. Hang on a second. So again, the message from Williamstown was the earliest the guide board could be ready would not be until this fall or winter, with strong likelihood of a later completion date in 2025.
Right, but as far as storing it, if it comes sooner than we have the gazebo ready, that's probably not, I mean, that's not a big negative, right? I mean, that's probably not that hard to do.
Storing it at Williamstown?
No, store it here somewhere.
Oh, I have no idea where. I know, I mean, I think we discussed it doesn't fit into Old Town Hall or the library or Town Hall. So I don't know where
Oh,
it would be stored.
Well, then that could be an issue too. And the other one is that materials are definitely, I mean, they always go up, they never go down.
mhm.
It sat on the town common. I understand it's gonna be refinished and you want to keep it perfect, but it sat there for many decades. I'm not sure that one more winter would hurt.
So I don't want to speak on behalf of the Conservation Center, but I've never known a contractor like the Conservation Center to respond negatively to somebody saying, take your time with this and return it next year. And I know that, you know, Bert, like you said, there's some concerns about having access to the carpenter and to the and whether the price of the material will go up. But knowing, I think it's crucial to know how much money the Historical Commission has on hand right now,
Mhm.
because the CPA money, you know, it's not going to cost the Historical Commission really anything, because I would assume if the labor is donated, that's an in-kind contribution. So that sort of meets the matching funding requirements of the CPC, without depleting whatever money the Historical Commission has left in its pot. But, you know, at the same time, if it is a pressing matter of making sure we have that carpenter now rather than in the spring, I would still like to know how much money we have before we commit to it.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just pointing out the what are the positives and negative. I mean, positives of doing it now versus waiting. But if that's all we can do, then that's all we can do.
Well, let's find out what the numbers are and then plan on doing a vote on this at the next meeting. Then we'll feel better about where the money can come from, or if we're gonna have to do some fundraising or whatever, but at least we'll know for sure where we stand with that.
Mateo, I hope that the material that I sent will be enough to write the grant. If you need anything else or if you want to meet about it, let me know.
Yeah, I mean, I think the material list is more than enough. I think that having the dollar amount attached to things is good. I mean, I can put in that you said the total amount was 4,800. But if you know, if you have a breakdown for what those things are, and then also a breakdown of the sort of estimated value of that in-kind labor, so that I can put that in there as the matching, you know, the matching funds.
Okay. I did. I mean, there's a like I said, a list of the plan. There's a list of all the materials. There is the very explicit architectural design, and the receipt. I mean, or the estimate from the lumber company. So,
Good.
if you need anything else, let me know. Yeah, I will. I can get you an estimate of labor from somebody who knows more about that than me.
Okay. Oh, yeah, I
Mateo?
see the Hamshock. I see that quote now. Yeah.
Mateo, is there usually a standard amount for professional services, value in kind for CPC? Do they have a list of that sort of stuff? Or do you just
No,
assign it?
yeah, it depends entirely on what is, you know, on the project and you know, who's providing the services.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, this carpenter should be able to, after all the job estimates that he's done, based on what is charged today for carpentry work to make an estimate of the amount of time it's going to take and how much money.
Okay,
I'll get back to you as soon as I find out what's in our bank account.
okay, good. And what we've committed to.
All right. Moving on. Schoolhouse. I don't believe there's anything to say.
Actually,
yeah.
I've been going over there because there's a branch that went through the roof.
Oh, no.
Yeah, during one of those windstorms. And so the building commission people, Stephen Dalmas specifically, has been going over there to help. I mean, to patch it up, and he asked me for help because mainly for me to be there to spot him in case he fell from the ladder.
Yeah.
And so he went into the attic and had to put in a patch from the inside so that they would have something to nail onto after they replace the tiles at the on the roof. And but they had already put a little metal patch on the roof itself to prevent water from coming in.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going back over there to finish that next week with him. And he also mentioned that he thinks that he has a volunteer that may be that maybe can do the corner repair.
Oh, nice.
So that would also decrease our expenses.
But it would help get that fixed up. That would be good.
Yep. Yep.
Thank you for going over and helping him and moving that along.
Sure, and I can give you a report also on the mice situation.
Yeah.
I think I told you I went about 2 months ago, and the traps were nothing had happened. And this time I went, and there were all 4 traps had a mouse in it, and there was some evidence of chewing on books in that closet. So I set him up again, and I guess I'll check it out when I go there next week.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
Sure.
Leslie, how many did you usually set up in there?
How many are you asking me, Janice?
Well, I was wondering what Leslie had set up. Did you know how many she had put in there previously? Was it like 4 of them or something?
I have never, can you hear me?
Yep.
Okay. I had not ever done the traps there.
Oh, okay.
So I was really grateful to when Bert said he was going to do that, because it could be a big problem. But just to reassure you that many years ago, we took out textbooks that they used to have the children sign their names in them, and all the old names. We took out the best of the textbooks with the old signatures in them. There's currently samples from each category: geography, mathematics, all of reading, that sort of thing. And they're all stored in acid-proof boxes on the top shelf in the 1829 Town Hall building. So it's always a tragedy, and I'm very grateful that the mouse situation is being tended to. But for reassurance, there are good samples. The best of the textbooks are in acid-free boxes.
Oh,
That's
great.
good.
Thank you.
Moving on, membership. This is something that's dogging us for months and years. I don't know if there's been, I believe Matteo mentioned somebody had expressed interest, but They should come to our meeting.
Yeah, so I was supposed to meet with her on this past Friday and she had to reschedule, but she's a relatively new resident to Shutesbury and she's involved with a lot of library and archive work, history of the book kind of stuff, and has expressed an interest in particular in the archiving of town records. But
Wow.
you know, I think she's also, you know, has questions about the time commitment and such. So I'm gonna hopefully meet with her this coming week and encourage her to come to one of the commission meetings.
Great.
Anybody else report back on anything? I guess the announcement went out.
I would just say that I checked on the town website, which actually says for its appointed officials, July 1 of 22 to July 30, 23. So I don't know if there's anything more up to date, but on that, it showed you, Henry, and Karen coming up for reappointment this June or whatever. And then we still have the two openings. So you're hoping to come back, right? To continue.
Yeah.
Yep.
I suppose.
And Karen, how are things going with you? What do you think?
Well, I'm going with the phone. It's not as if I can do anything for anybody right now.
But you want to keep trying?
Yeah, I'm going to keep trying.
Okay.
Well, happy to have you, Karen.
Yeah.
Well, I like listening in anyway.
We're glad you are.
Yeah.
I'll say yay, Mary Lou Conca. Yay for Karen. Thank you.
Wow.
Have a good evening, all.
Yep.
Well,
Thank you.
Buonasera to you too.
Gonna call it an evening.
Oh yeah, I think
Well,
we're
no,
all-
we got to talk about Memorial Day.
Memorial Day. Yes.
Yes, do not forget that.
Mustn't forget.
I'm not going to make it this year.
No, I don't think so.
You've done your part, Karen. You've done it many times. So yeah, I sent out a brief description of this event. I don't know if anybody's particularly interested. I know Leslie expressed some interest in being a part of it, although she needs some support on it.
Am I still muted?
Nope.
No,
No, I'm not. That's good. Yeah. I actually have a regular commitment on Sunday mornings. I said that if no one else can do it, I want
Oh.
that money. So I would, but if there's others on who are full members, not myself,
Right.
I'm more than glad. I've got the materials all in the assessor's office because at the time it was hard to open and close the door. It looks like that's been fixed and I'm thrilled. But
Wow.
if there's enough without me, I would just pass the materials to whoever plans to do it and put them back after.
And generally, I'm willing to do it, but it's really nice to have someone do it with me because it's a little awkward trying to carry the banner by oneself and to handle
Absolutely. Yep.
well,
I certainly can't do it this year.
yeah,
Still on a wheelchair.
yeah, no.
it. Yeah.
It's not a very heavy banner, right?
It's just long. You
Just
have to
one.
hold
Yeah.
it up. Yeah.
So I can help Janice, but I know last year other people went and seemed to enjoy it. So if there's others who are available and want to do it, please don't feel you're taking my place because I will be canceling another commitment in order to do it. But-
Can you remind us again of what time it is? This is on Sunday.
Sunday, right?
Yes.
Yep.
10 o'clock. You have to be at the Quabbin there at 10.
At
Yes.
Or
the first,
thereabouts.
yeah, the first hour is getting everybody getting organized. It's nice to be early so that they know you're going to be marching. program usually starts at 11 with the parade, which is shortened, and each year gets a little shorter. And
So-
then there's the speeches, and it's done by noon, right, Janice?
Yep,
I can do it.
okay.
There's donuts and coffee before that.
And Danish and all sorts of stuff, yeah.
So where do I need to be at 10 o'clock?
I can
At the-
tell you the exact address if you need it.
It's the Quabbin Park Cemetery off of, is it Ware Road? Is that what it is there, Route 9? We can get you a specific address.
Okay. And who
And
has
we
the,
just.
Yep.
Go ahead.
well, I was gonna say, there's a banner that,
Yes,
Yes.
I can get the banner from Leslie and bring it in my car, and then just need help walking with it. And then we prop it up on hooks while the ceremony is going on. That's what most people do with the banners.
okay,
You'd want to bring a chair. I think I
Yeah.
spelled this out in an email to Henry, maybe. I can send it.
I can,
To everybody.
Leslie, I will forward this email.
Oh, perfect.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank
Yeah,
you.
I'm a little shy about carrying anything for any length of time
Okay.
at this point, but yeah, I mean, I could probably do it. It's
Thank-
not a heavy banner, right?
No.
No.
Just long and awkward.
Yeah.
It's all handmade. It's the second one we've had made. I don't think the person will make a third one. So the importance is not getting it stained, taking
Yeah.
good care of it.
So that's why Leslie knows how to wrap it up carefully in cloth and roll it up, and then she gets it out, and then I bring it over there and we carefully unroll it, put the little rod through it so that we can hold it up. And then there were two sort of like rods that you put in the ground, and they hold the banner in place. And if it's windy, you have to help it a little bit.
And I've got a lightweight painter's tarp in case it's raining.
Ah,
So yeah, Janice is the expert since I'm no longer on the commission.
oh, barely, barely.
But you're supposed to put any fabrics in unbleached muslin for the safekeeping
Mhm.
conservation measure.
And then the DCR takes a picture of each town's historical commission in the parade as verification or confirmation that we attended and did it. And then that information is sent to the Schmidt Foundation or whatever, and they then send some money each year to the historical commission.
Yeah, get that check.
Yeah.
Good, good. Well, thank you for volunteering.
Mhm.
I believe that is it, unless there's any unanticipated business.
Another meeting?
The next meeting.
Oh,
that's a
yeah, that's a good idea.
thought. We can actually have that programmed and in our minutes, maybe even. Let's see, let me just look at the calendar, the town calendar, just to see
Sure.
what's going on.
I'm just gonna go get my calendar book.
Mhm. We're looking at June, mid-June, maybe? Somewhere in that.
Okay.
Not the 24th, anyway.
Not the 20, what's going on then?
Oh, I have a big discussion group about slavery
All
and
right.
I'd like to attend it.
But that's a Monday. Oh, I see. So are we looking at Wednesdays or what day?
Wednesdays, we can do it on the 19th.
That's okay for me. Is it okay for other people?
That
Which
works
is-
for me.
12th or the 19th, depending on
19.
how soon we want to do it.
Okay, so let's do the 19th, but maybe we can get the information about the finances before that so we can be prepared for the
Yep.
discussion.
Will
Okay.
do. Yep. So the 19th it is at 7. Does that work, Karen?
Yeah,
Okay.
yes.
All right.
Good.
We have agreement. So I want to move to close the meeting.
I move to adjourn the meeting.
Motion to close the meeting.
We hear Karen seconded.
Okay.
So go around. Zervanka. Zervanka,
Yes, I.
got it. Fernandez,
Aye.
Geddes, I, Pangalo,
Aye.
Stone.
Hi.
Okay,
Thank you.
see y'all.
Okay.
Good
Bye-bye.
night.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Take care, Karen.
See you.
Yep.
Bye-bye.